You are listening to 13th Floor Radio, an outreach of Crisis Pregnancy Centers of Greater Phoenix, with host Dave Everett.
I think it would be important for you to kind of set the vision of why do we call this 13th Floor Radio? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that theme, that whole idea came up years and years ago when I met Congressman Henry Hyde, the late senator from Illinois, who used that term at a meeting we were at. And he called the issue of abortion the 13th floor. And I thought about that. What does that really mean? I thought, and then you go in an elevator of a high-rise building and you look for the button for the 13th floor, and guess what? Most cases, some of them have it, but most cases that button's not there.
Right, yeah.
So there is a 13th floor.
Right.
We can go out count the stories, and okay, what's holding up the 14th, 15th, 16th floor? It's the 13th floor, but because of what? Fear, or a lack of reality, recognized reality, we don't want to acknowledge the 13th floor. Mm-hmm. Okay, so so we talk about this 13th floor issue. It's areas where we really, as Americans, don't speak very well to these issues. And let me say, first of all, I think most of America is stuck on the 13th floor.
Yeah, you're right about that.
In a lot of areas of denial, and or because of guilt or shame or apathy, or as I mentioned, unrecognized realities, indifference and fear. We just don't talk about these things. Mm. So there's certain subjects we really don't get into.
Yeah.
And so that's what we want to do. We want to not be afraid, but to be bold and to be, in one sense, fearless and faithful to acknowledge the issues of our time in a way that's redemptive and truthful. Jesus said he came to bring grace and truth. Grace, he's all about truth.
Yeah.
But also in grace. And so that's the whole idea behind the 13th floor.